So what if I told you that one of your most loyal customers might actually look like 4 different people inside your computer systems? And what if that little mix-up is quietly costing you money and, more importantly, customer trust every single day? Let's unpack this. We're going to follow a customer on what should be a really simple trip to their local dispensary. Okay, so our story kicks off with a customer. Let's meet him. He walks in and introduces himself as David Buckles. Simple enough, right? Seems totally straightforward. But, it's not always that simple. In another one of your systems, he might not be David at all. He could be listed as D. Scott Buckles. It's a small change, sure, but in the world of data, that's a completely separate person. And just to make things a little more interesting, when he signed up for your loyalty program, he used the name that, everyone actually calls him, Scott. So now we've got 3 different names for what should be just one guy. And this, right here, is the million-dollar question. Does your dispensary know that David and D. Scott and Scott are all the exact same person? Because if your systems can't connect those dots, you don't really know your customer. And that's where the trouble starts. So let's see how this actually plays out. Picture this. Scott just pulled into your parking lot. He put in an online order because he wanted to save some time. And he's just expecting a quick, easy pickup. But as he walks through that door, there's that little moment of doubt. Did his online order actually connect with the real-world store? Look, what he wants is pretty basic. He wants that specific strain he knows he likes. He wants his loyalty points to be applied, of course. He'd love for you to honor that promo discount you sent him. And really, he just wants you to recognize what he likes to buy. And here's the kicker. Every single one of those simple requests hangs on one thing: your ability to see him as the same person across all your different software. And that brings us right to the heart of the problem. Is he one loyal customer that you actually know and value? Or is he, to your systems, just 4 separate, disconnected transactions that happen to look kind of similar? Believe me, for your bottom line, the answer to that question changes everything. And this visualizes the chaos perfectly. In your e-commerce system, he's David Buckles, probably tied to his email. But at the point of sale, from a time he came in before, he's D. Scott Buckles. Then your compliance software, maybe from an ID scan, has him as David S. Buckles. And then, of course, the loyalty program just knows him as Scott. 4 systems, 4 names, but only 1 customer. So how do you possibly fix a mess like this? How do you take this fragmented, blurry picture and turn it into a single, sharp profile? Well, the solution is all about connecting those scattered dots. Now, the fancy term for this is master data management, or MDM. But here's an easier way to think about it. MDM is like a master detective. It looks at all the different versions of Scott from all your systems, which, by the way, don't naturally talk to each other, and it pieces together the clues to create one single, clean, golden record for that customer. So how's it do that? Well, MDM is this smart engine just humming along in the background. It uses some really clever logic, matching up little clues, names, phone numbers, emails, even what he's bought before, to figure out, hey, all these different records, they're all the same guy. It's basically the brains of your whole data operation. Okay, let's get back to Scott. He's standing at your counter right now. This is it. This is the moment of truth, where all that behind-the-scenes data stuff becomes a very real experience for a very real person. Just look at these 2 completely different worlds. With good data, with MDM, your bud tender sees one complete profile. They find his order instantly. His points and discounts pop up automatically. They could even say, hey, since you liked that last strain, you should try this. But without good data, he's a total stranger. He has to repeat his whole order, he misses out on his rewards, and he basically feels like it's his first time in your store. One path builds loyalty and a bigger sale. The other one, it just builds frustration and breaks trust. So the takeaway here is that all these key systems have to be in sync. We're talking about your e-commerce site, your point of sale at the counter, your compliance software, and for sure, your loyalty program. Each one holds a critical piece of the customer puzzle, and you've got to connect them to see the whole picture. Because really, it all boils down to this. The cannabis market is ridiculously competitive, right? Customers have so many choices. The experience you give them is pretty much your biggest advantage. And that whole experience is built on a foundation of good, clean, connected data. So if you can't even recognize your own customer, then you really have to ask yourself, how much money, and maybe more importantly, how much customer trust are you just leaving on the table every single day? It's a question that's definitely worth figuring out.